So let me guess, you're trying to figure out where you want to live in Long Beach, but every time you check out all the popular spots, the prices just seem to be too high or the crowds are maybe just a little too much. But what if I told you that there is a neighborhood in Long Beach that gives you the optimal Long Beach lifestyle without necessarily the price tag or the chaos? That neighborhood is called University Park Estates. It's about a 450 home pocket in Long Beach that has seen value jump incredibly over the last couple of years, with houses selling in just about 2 weeks. This is the little known community that you need to know about. So welcome to University Park Estates, or The Hole, as it's also known. And it's not what you think, because when you hear the word or the phrase The Hole, you might think like I did, which is, okay, wait, that can't be good. The nickname actually came from the steep drive or kind of like decline that you feel when you are going into the neighborhood from Campus Drive onto Margot. The 450 homes or so are tucked just south of Cal State Long Beach, making it really one of the most low-key, exclusive spots in the city. It's not a giant development where every house looks the same. It's a quiet community where everyone really does know each other, and you'll find that there isn't a lot of turnover because once people get in there, they want to stay there. So these homes, they were built in the 60s by S&S Construction, and what's cool about it too is that when they first built the community, they offered 28 different exterior styles. So while it was technically a tract home, it was built with so many individual unique flavors. And it kind of gave it a cool quirk for this little pocket of homes that have really become increasingly valuable over time. Especially when you compare it to Naples, which we'll do later, or the Belmont Shore area, you'll oftentimes pay upwards of twice the price for the size that you're getting for homes that aren't even necessarily as unique. By the way, if you want to stay up to date with all things Long Beach and its neighborhoods and breakdowns, make sure you hit that subscribe button. At this channel, we post videos every single week with real home prices, market updates, and deep dives into the areas like the one that we're covering today. You'll get everything: house tours, behind the scenes. Sometimes we talk to business owners in the neighborhood. The whole objective is to kind of give you a real sense of what it's like to live here. So if you are thinking about moving into Long Beach or the general area, this is the kind of information that you need. So let's get back into it. The real question is, why is this place so desirable? And it's really not anything to do with the name. It really is everything to do with the location. Okay, so try to picture this. You can walk to a university, hit the beach in 5 minutes, and still make it to work in Orange County in under half an hour. That is kind of a big picture aerial view of what it's like to live in University Park Estates. I think what really makes it good is that though you are in one of the best parts of Long Beach, which is in LA County, you're also 5 minutes away or so from Seal Beach, which is in Orange County. And most neighborhoods in Long Beach, you kind of have to pick one or the other, right? You either be near the beach or your job, but here you can kind of choose. You get to have both. And this mix, being central, tucked away, near the beaches, accessible to main roads and the university, I think it's a real big reason why the homes here sell in 2 weeks. That's not even getting into the sense of actual community that's here. If you just look at it on a map, you're kind of hugged up against Pacific Coast Highway, so you got the fast accessibility. You know, you're not sitting in local traffic just trying to reach a main road, so that's kind of the benefit of having one of those main roads there. Irvine's about 25 minutes. Costa Mesa and Anaheim, you know, about 30 minutes or so. So if you've got a job in Orange County, but you want to live in Long Beach, this neighborhood makes that totally doable. So if you were to hop on the Nextdoor app or the website and you check what locals are saying about University Park Estates, you'll see consistent themes of it being clean, it being quiet, it being family friendly, it being super well kept, being very community oriented. This is truly one of those places that people feel a sense of ownership. You know, and the average household income there is also a bit higher relative to the rest of Long Beach averages. So, you know, you're surrounded by working professionals and families who pick this place on purpose for the fact that it's a little bit tucked away, for the lifestyle, for the schools, for the quiet, everything that comes with that. So the median home price here is just over 1.4 million, and that's right around what you would expect to pay in Belmont Shore. But in University Park Estates, it comes with a few key perks, right, that you can't really match in Belmont Shore or Naples. You're about 5 minutes from the sand here still. Even though Belmont Shores and Naples, you're like maybe 2, 3, we're talking about a couple extra minutes. But you know, it's not really anything that really would change your lifestyle that much. Depending on the person you are, you actually might prefer it being a little bit more tucked away. And here's what pushes it even further. When you factor in the fact that you can get to sporting events at Cal State Long Beach or cultural events, you know, that's where the extra value really starts to show, again, depending on what you prioritize. Okay, so let me show you why University Park Estates might have the best setup in all of Long Beach, okay? Any neighborhood, And I say this because between the schools, the parks, the shops, the university close by, the access to the beach, this place really does kind of have it all. Let's talk about the schools first, okay? Kettering Elementary. It ranks amongst the top 10% across the whole state, okay? So that's great. Rogers Middle School, also top rated in the country. I think it's like around 370 out of almost 2,800 schools in California. Wilson High School, another great school. It's also got a special career program that helps students focus on their future. So if you're wondering about the school stuff, you're squared. For everyday stuff, you have Target that's right at 7th and Bellflower. You have the Marina Pacifica, which is even less than a mile away, 2nd and PCH. Great outdoor green space for kids to run around, have some coffee shops, restaurants, get drinks. So you're not having to drive across town to grab the basics, the thing that you want in your day-to-day. So this kind of setup is a big reason why home prices here have really only gone up, even exceeding the averages all throughout Long Beach, because buyers see the value and they're not waiting around. Like we talked about, the homes don't come up that often because they're in rare availability. For parks, Channel View Park is another green space that also has a 5-acre green belt and a walking path along the Los Rios Channel. There's a playground there as well. If you're a golfer, you have Bixby Village Golf Course that's really close by, a 9-hole course that's essentially in a neighborhood, just one street over. And I think it's only gonna get better because, as the city at large is investing new infrastructure, new parks, all around the area, University Park Estates is kind of sitting at the center of it all. So it's gonna be accessible for all of it. So that's why this place won't stay under the radar for too long. People who know about it are the ones who are like, oh wow, I gotta find a way to get in here. Now you know what a lot of buyers who are just coming into Long Beach don't necessarily know until they've kind of lived here and really got to know the lay of the land. If you are looking to live in an area like this one, just send us an email. Put University Park Estates in the headline, say to Theodros team@gmail.com, and we will set up a conversation. And also, if you're thinking about Long Beach at large and other areas that are booming, we also have a video about that's happening for areas that are changing right now. So I broke down 3 Long Beach suburbs that are just really doing well in 2025. If you want to know where to look for that kind of thing, also click on the next video that you see on your screen. If you haven't already, please subscribe, support the channel. It energizes me to know that, hey, this is valuable to people, and I'll keep doing it because I think there's so much to unpack and explore, especially for the person who is newer to the city and is trying to get a better feel for what the options are and where to best kind of position yourself accordingly. So join us every week as we dive deep into all things Long Beach, the surrounding areas in LA, as we help you believe for more. Peace.